I personally don't collect any wax. I don't open wax. I don't buy wax. I don't buy hangers. I don't buy hobby boxes. I don't buy anything. That's my opinion. That's the worst form of gambling there is.
Yep.
I'm into singles. I'm into vintage. I'm into stuff that's. I hate using this word because everybody's a fire or liquid now. Everybody's got these terms for the hobby, but I hate that so much. It's so cliche. But singles, slabbed singles, vintage singles is the way I go because it's always tradable and it's always movable. Wax is such a gamble, so I don't worry about opening hockey wax. I look for Lemieux. I look for Gretzky rookies that are singles and the O-Pee-Chee, that's where I go for hockey. I look for Crosby, McDavid, anything I get my hands on, other than trying to catch one for a $600 box and then pull nothing. Pull a Jaromir Jagr autograph out of 500. It's just my opinion, though.
I will counter with this. Sometimes it's good too to buy a sealed box rather than buying an individual card.
If you're going to hold
sit
it
on the wax, sitting on wax.
Hold it. I can't hold that stuff.
Yeah, don't rip it.
I think it also kind of is counterproductive. Don't forget now we haven't produced nearly as many stuff. To be clear, I'm not comparing the two. But in the early 90s, a lot of people held it, and there's even more stuff that there should never have been existed because everybody thought the same thing. If everybody and their brother holds wax thinking that's the only thing that's going to hold value, then it turns out 95% of the wax will be available in 10 years too. Somebody's actually got to open the damn thing for it to be rare for someone to actually want it in 10 years.
Right.
So
it's a catch-22.
Holding wax for that, you hopefully that one player hits Hall of Fame, you got that wax sealed box, and then you can sell it because he might be in that box. Right. But to get 2 or 3 players out of that one box for sealed wax in the future is going to be tough.
Agreed.
That's just another collectability thing, though, as well. Right. Some people just like to collect the boxes.
But what's cool about the hobby, right, is that you have different ways of collecting, different things that cater to different people and what their likes are. There are things that form. So I remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I opened a lot of basketball. Even when LeBron first came, 2003, 2004, I opened basketball. But then after that, I stopped opening anything. But at that time, I appreciated the fact that I was wired in that way and opened some stuff. But, if people want to open, people want to hold, right now, I look for single cards. But that's just the way I'm at right now in the hobby. So that's something for everybody.
That's why I love the dollar boxes, I mean, you never know what someone...
You never know what's going to be in there.
You never know what someone wants to get rid of for $1.
I think a big thing comes down with it, like just what I've been learning. A lot of people came in it for the money, and obviously in the beginning when COVID hit. But for me, I've always kind of just like invested because that's what everyone says. But what I kind of believe in, I didn't really care if other people really liked it or not. I love sports. I've only ever bought Michael Jordan and LeBron cards because they're my 2 favorite athletes of all time. But I know this is sports, but also I love Charizards just because I grew up on those and I collect rare ones. Sealed product, like you guys were saying, sealed. I don't open it and I won't ever open it because once you open it, right, those cards are very hard to get. So I think people are realizing that it's, obviously it was fun. We were all locked in our house, everything like that in terms of business. But then when you really separate the passionate, real collectors once the money doesn't come in, on autopilot when you can flip a box for $100. So I think it's kind of good where the hobby's at right now. I think just bringing back the true, genuine people that are in it for the right reasons is kind of what I'm seeing from YouTube to Instagram. The great curator, I know he loves PMGs and all that stuff. So I know he's in it for the true, real reason, just collecting one specific thing. And I think, even right now for me, I'm not doing much sports buying. Just where I'm at right now. So just like FD said, everyone's got their own journey, path, purpose, and it's just what works for you. So
yeah, that Punisher that Punisher card he showed on his Instagram is insane.
Insane.
That was you almost
the one today.
Did I see that?
I think I have it around here. Hold on.
That was an insane card.
This guy right here?
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's insane.
A great character too. Such a story.